Yeah. So it looks like we've got our two, we've at least got Sosa's team up here for viewing, and now we have Fish's. So over on Sosa's side, we do see that he did bring that Galarian Wheezing, the Shadow Dusclops, the Amoonguss, a Nidoqueen, a Spiritomb, and oh my god, I'm blanking on the name of this. Crustle, the name of this bug. Yeah.
Crustle looks very, very good. It looks like a menace to my potential Vespiquen. Yeah. Here we got also the Jellymeister over. Wait, hold up. Does anyone want to point out that Fish's look?
Oh yeah, he forgot to power it up. Perfect, amazing. No notes. So we have an underpowered Lokix, but we also have that Shadow Dusk Noir highlighted, as well as an Amoonguss on Fish's side, a Jellicent, the Magmortar, and the Clefable. Maybe our battlers need to back out of their battles for a second so they can actually use that Lokix, and we can see what this is all about. he's like sitting there wondering what to do. Maybe he'll just go with one of the other picks. We'll have to wait till another game to see that Lokix that he so badly wanted to highlight. Yeah, Sosa's backed out now. So yeah, we do see a few commonalities on this team. Like the Amoonguss, I do think is a really strong pick. Seeing
power up your Lokix.
Yeah, get that Lokix powered up, Fish.
Mate, it's 417.
Whoa, shit. All right.
Yeah. I'll resend it again. Yes.
Hold on. Wait. Were we talking about this and Fish didn't realize that we're talking about his Lokix not being fully powered up? Yeah. And he was about to bring it into a battle?
He was about to bring it into a battle.
Amazing.
You should have let me go. You should have found out the hard way.
Wait, is it double moved?
Should have been, yeah, is it double moved?
Yeah, it's double moved, yeah.
It's double moved. He was using it for Little Cup. That's right. I resent it to you. You should have it by now, Fish.
Great.
Yep.
Okay, there you go.
There we go. So we're in it now. We're almost ready to go. It wouldn't be a stream without a few issues here and there, everybody. We like to have fun here.
Yes, we do.
I'm excited he's bringing that Magmortar. I can't wait to see it in action.
Yeah, and we have all legal teams, I'm pretty sure, too. Let's go. We have the Dusclops into the Amoonguss.
All right. Let's see how bad this Astonish from the Mushroom is. Oh my god, that is doing a significant
That is doing damage. Okay. So we got the... Oh, Amoonguss wins CMP. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah,
XL Pokemon typically don't.
Yeah. No. Dusclops is very tanky, but it does not have that high attack stat. So we do see the Ice Punch being thrown here. A nice choice against this grass type, and no shield.
Oh,
but that doesn't even get to very far below like the 50% mark. So I mean, there you have it, folks. That Ice type super effective damage, not going to one-hit KO the Shrooms.
No, I'm just curious if going straight Ice Punch or if going straight Shadow Punch is the play here in this matchup here for the Dusclops. I'm very unfamiliar with it, but you know, you do have that trade-off of going super effective versus going stam attack bonus. So there's definitely a two-way street here. So, we get shield here. Yeah. Oh, is that Amoonguss going down, or is this Dusclops going to take this lead?
I do think this will be enough to take out the Amoonguss here. Yes, we do see it faint, but Fish wants to keep that shield advantage for his Lokix, which should be able to farm this Dusclops down for a few extra moves of energy.
Oh, and the Lokix is met with the Nidoqueen. This is an awful matchup for the Lokix, but it could potentially get out of this one a little bit of an advantage. Oh, that did a lot less than I thought it would, actually.
Yeah, Nidoqueen is a tough, a tough Pokemon for these two the back line of Fish over here. The Lokix just, I mean, the Trailblaze does a lot. The Sucker Punch and the nice buff that it gives to the Sucker Punch is good, but the Magmortar in the back also doesn't necessarily want to see that Nidoqueen. So we do see a swap from Sosa to his own Amoonguss now, which is going to take that X Scissor, which does get it below 50%.
Yeah. Honestly, Sosa has been at a little bit of a type disadvantage this whole game, really not having the best situation in particular, but he's able to really navigate that with this truly bulky team, which does allow for, maybe a bad matchup that he has incurred. So this Magmor is going to land a Scorching Sands, and this Nidoqueen is unfortunately going to the Crypt.
Yeah, I mean, Nidoqueen, I think, is a solid pick there, doing really good neutral damage to the remaining 2 Pokemon. But unfortunately, like the fire spin damage there from Fish's Magmortar was just a little too strong for the Amoonguss to handle. So that shield advantage, I think, also really helped, being able to kind of like put him in a stronger position for that end game.
Yeah, the real question is, where can each of these battlers get an advantage? I have to pull up Sosa's team real quick, compare that to Fish. But if we look at the Clefable, we see the... I'm curious.
Honestly, I think the Clefable could be really, really strong.
It could. The question is, can it avoid that Nidoqueen? Nidoqueen looks strong. If it's not, if it's not in this matchup.
Yeah, this is exactly where Nidoqueen does not want to be.
No.
We get to see, oh my gosh, the sheer force of the Astonish from this Shadow Dust.
Yeah.
Already has the Nidoqueen just on fast attack alone to about 60% health. We do see the Poison Sting being that is a resisted move. Still did a pretty significant amount of damage. And a Spiritomb now coming out.
A big move where a bait can land. Will Sosaflo shield, and the Shadow Ball is shielded as the Sucker Punch. Spiritomb is met by the Amoonguss. Very neutral matchup here, but a little bit more towards the Amoonguss's favor just because of that sheer bulk. Sosa unfortunately does not. Actually, I wasn't paying attention to build up the Shadow Ball because we have Rock Tomb on the Spiritomb here. So I may have been incorrect if it actually went up to the Shadow Ball or not. But the Grass Knot lands, and man, it's going to be a nice farm down.
So much damage. Oh my gosh. A great farm down there from the Amoonguss on Fish's side.
But this is going to be a great farm down right back, though, from this Nidoqueen.
Catching the Grass type move onto the Galarian Wheezing, where it will do.
What a play!
Nothing. Great play from Sosa there. We get to see that this Galarian Wheezing is actually on Brutal Swing and Overheat. Not an ideal moveset against this Magmortar here, but the speed of the Brutal Swing, I think, is going to still give a pretty nice advantage to Sosa here.
Fairy Winds might be resisted, but to be honest, I don't think it matters this much in this situation right here. This thing is going to be spamming Brutal Swings. They are non-stab. But let's see how Sosa can get through this matchup. Those Fire Spins are doing a lot on Magmortar. Typically, in most metas, you'll run Karate Chop. But, I mean, I think Fire Spin is definitely the play. And, okay.
I wonder if he meant to catch here or if he thought that maybe he had enough energy on Nidoqueen. But either way, I mean, save your Galarian Wheezing for this endgame here. But I don't think it has the health and energy to take care of the 2 backline Pokemon.
No, I think that in Game 3, we're going to see this Galarian Wheezing return. It was very, very good. Unfortunately, the Dusknoir was met into the Nidoqueen, so we'll see what adjustments Sosa can make. I think he had the right play, just the wrong alignment, unfortunately.
Yeah. That was a beautiful catch, though. I think that was I think that was an amazing play. But unfortunately, he just needed even more energy on his Pokemon. I think if the Nidoqueen had a bit more energy left on her, that could have come in very, very clutch there at the end. Is that the fast move on the Magmortar? That's a Fire
Spin.
Or is it
Fire Spin?
Okay.
Fire Spin, yeah.
And it has Fire Punch and Scorching Sands. Oh my god. Yet another Pokemon
as well as
I didn't even know got Scorching Sands. Goodness.
As well, I forgot it too, but it also has access to Psychic as well. No. This Spiritomb is going to be very, very neutral. So I'm more curious if it's played as a safe swap or as a shield the lead, play it out matchup. This is relatively neutral. What we do see with a out shields, the Spirit Tomb does not do as well here. So will Sosaflo go for the Rock Tomb, or will he go ahead and throw the bait move in the Is he running on anyone or Shasty? I didn't catch that.
It's the Ominous Wind over there and the Rock Tomb. He does go for that Rock Tomb, which is actually neutral. It's not technically resisted by grass.
Oh, that did not do as much as I thought it would. But
it doesn't do very much, but it does have a guaranteed attack.
Exactly.
Defense, which in this situation, I think comes in very handy.
I think he lives.
I don't think so. We saw how much damage this did earlier, and I don't
Oh my god!
Is enough. So we get the double shield from Sosa there, and a swap from Fish into the Magmortar, but it's going to be met by this Rock Tomb, which is super effective and gets the shield from Fish.
It is, and a debuff, and the Crystal comes in. Let's go!
Finally, Sosa had enough of this Magmortar running over his Pokemon back, and he brings in the Rock Thrower itself. We do see the Pokemon is on Rock Throw, so it absolutely deletes that Magmortar from the field.
Wait a second, this Crystal's a problem right now for
This
Fish.
is bad.
This is really bad. This is really bad for Fish right now.
And I do think we will see this Crustle get to the move in time. The question is, if it gets there at the same time, is it going to win the cap? No, it actually gets Sucker Punched down. And now this low kicks, while having a lot of energy, is going to be met by that and it just does not have any moves to hit this thing with. It resists the bug, it resists the dark.
That does nothing. Man, Sosa can... Oh, come on, overheat him. Overheat him. You know you want to. You know you want to.
No, even the resistant Turtle Swing is enough to get one last Pokemon off of the field there, and Sosa finally finds the key to turning it around in this brand new Crypt Cup meta.
Yeah.
We're back to all
overheat.
Oh my goodness, that was great.
You gotta do the BM. You gotta do the BM, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. I'm sorry. You're right. Absolutely right. I should have BM'd him, but no. Amazing. Oh my god, that fire spin was insane. I was like, no, forget this. I gotta make sure Crustle gets into this.
And Scorching Sands. That's the other move, right?
Yeah.
No, we were both very surprised. I forgot. It's kind of like Trailblaze. Like I just forget how many Pokemon actually have.
Yeah. I cheated and looked at the moveset for your team when you posted it.
How'd you feel about that, buddy? You and I mean, that Amoonguss, man. Woo-hoo-hoo, right?
Well, I thought Magmortar was the MVP, to be honest. Like, as soon as I got myself into shield advantage, Magmortar went to town.
Right. Oh my god. And how many spins is it to Fire Punch? 3?
4.
Okay.
4.
That's really surprising and painful.
And then 5 to the Scorching Sands.
Yeah.
Which I forgot that rock resists fire. I forgot the rock resists fire, which is why I threw the fire punch at the Crustle instead of the Scorching Sands.
Well, bug also is super effective against it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So both would have been neutral.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think something that a lot of people forget, and this isn't necessarily tied to y'all's matchup, but something that a lot of people forget is that the fairy type actually resists bug as well. So Galarian Weezing is actually going to double resist any and all bug moves.
That would actually might, I think, be a better pick than Clefable in my mind. Although it is a premium pick, so if you don't want to waste a spot on Galarian Weezing, then Clefable might be the way to go.
I think Clefable is the budget fairy for the meta. But the Galarian Weezing, with its not only its typing but also its attack potential, like the charged attack potentials that you have, really, warrants it being that premium pick.
I think we're overlooking something here. What about the Galarian Wheezing Mirror?
Oh, painful.
Well, that's one of the ones where you want Meteor Mash, right? On your Clefable.
No.
Oh, the Galarian Wheezing.
Mirror.
Okay.
Well, that's where you really want to put
What you
Sludge on your Galarian
okay.
Wheezing, folks. Like, don't forget, it
Tackle.
also learns Sludge and Tackle. Yeah. So, great options there.
The Sludge is just not going to get you very far with anything else in this meta. So, I don't know.
Yeah, and it is just neutral. Like, I'd rather have, like, Overheat.
Yeah, just land
saying.
the Overheat.
Just land the Overheat. Well, we're going to... Now I'm officially out of the tournament. We're going to get to the next round here, but hopefully our next battlers, Brown Baller and Hurricane Kaz, maybe you guys have Overheat? Just got to land it.
I don't have it built.
You have it built
now
yet.
you and I get to shout out Sosa.
By the way, that is absolutely right, JJ. Shadow Galarian Wheezing will be activated next month. Don't forget, your
true.
Shadow Coffins that you've been holding on to will be activated next month, right in the middle of it. So, at the beginning, maybe you want to do your early
if you
stuff.
Have them,
yeah. Oh,
if
I've
you
got
have
one.
Those Shadow
I actually do
I've
have
got
one.
one.
Oh, wait a second.
Fish. So, Dusknoir and Dusclops, clearly two different monsters. I actually think if I would have baited you if I would have went Shadow Punch, Shadow Punch, Shadow Punch, Ice Punch, I could have done something more there.
I think Shadow Punch actually might have done a lot better for you in that scenario, because like the Amoonguss is just so tanky, even though it's a super effective move. I think the same type attack bonus is far more worth it.
Yeah.
Now we can actually show the screen.
Yeah, pull up your
just a
team
quick
screens.
one. Sorry, just looked it up. The Ice Punch is definitely a lot more damage per energy still.
Against
Yeah.
Amoonguss?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Because of that grass typing. All right, Fish. We didn't really get to see Kaz's or Brown Baller's team. He's already locked in there. But Kaz is rocking that Decidueye and that K/. I'm here with the Mud Slap users. And K/ having that Night Slash 2 Fish. Ooh!
These are some pretty wild teams that
Spicy.
we are all running at the moment. I obviously, because the official rankings are they up on PV Poke by now? They weren't when I certainly looked it up.
PV Poke is either up tonight or tomorrow. Unfortunately, it was not ready for us today or for the stream. Yes, it's not up still tonight. So tomorrow. My internet's doing a nice, fun, flashy thing. There we go. We're back up. We've got locked in. Here we go.
That just means that the teams are a little bit more crazy than what we would get at.
Okay. You want to see Hunter's health go real bad? Bye-bye.
So out comes the Marowak. The Sandslash is running Sand Attack with its move, and so the Marowak, the bulky Marowak, is going to come out, and it's a really good neutral pick that we haven't talked about yet with that Mud Slap and improved Bone Club, making it an actual decent move now. Sableye is going to do as much as it can to try and weather this storm and deal out some decent damage in return.
Now, this is Kaz's premium pick, and guess what? Sableye's playing Sableye games. Safe swap Sableye, baby. You bring it in, and you come into safe swap against whatever the Pokemon is. Marowak, with that new Mud Slap, can now spam these Bone Clubs, which also got boosted, and add extra damage now. Loving the new meta shakeup and how it provides new Pokemon here. Definitely think that the Marowak is going to play, especially with this Amoonguss playing that we have, in the poison typings that can be found within the ghosts like Haunter.
That was a pretty big call from Baller not shielding that second foul play. So that Sableye could have gotten the job done as a safe swap in just burning the opponent's 2 shields to try and maintain switch, but not to be. So now Kaz comes back out with the Sand Slash, is going to get up a little bit of energy with that Sand Attack, and now out comes Vesper Queen, who does not care about the Sand Slash at all. Ground types mean nothing to this Pokemon. It triple resists ground, and Sand Slash does know the move Rock Tomb, but the one that Kaz is running doesn't have it.
Yeah, I was going to say, this Pokemon does run... Oh, and she got boosted.
Oh.
Does run Rock Tomb, which is... I'm surprised, like... I don't know if Brown Baller maybe doesn't remember or might not think about it, but I'm pretty sure he knows that, and Kaz could have brought it up there, but here comes Galarian Weezing onto this Haunter, and if Haunter didn't want to see the Mud Slaps because it was so weak, it definitely doesn't want to see these Brutal Swings Fish. With the 92 health and the low defense, the Haunter is basically gone, but Fish, Haunter has that Shadow Ball access and that sweet, sweet move to Sludge Bomb and Shadow Ball, so we'll find out what does. Oh, the Shadow Punch too, Fish. I forgot about that.
Kaz is now out of shields, but this Power Gem, even though it has been buffed, I don't think it's going to KO the Weezing. So now Kaz has the job of trying to get to 2 attacks to try and KO this Vespiquen, going straight for the nuke, and Brown Baller doesn't shield it!
What a disrespect!
Oh no! What a...
Oh!
That was disgusting!
The Play Rough does almost half the health of Vespiquen, taking it out. No shields. Brown's like, nah, the Queen can take it. But the captain of the Queens knows what the Queen Bee can take, and she knew exactly. My question is, did she have any charge move or energy left on that slash? That would have been the real question of why he didn't shield. I didn't recall, but we'll have to find out in the next one when we talk to them. Fish, sand attack on slash now. Not even the Mud Slap. This is incredible. Do you think that, like, we've already seen Brown lock in? Was that Haunter already locked in again? Like,
I actually missed it.
Right? It was so close, so quick,
so
but
fast.
Now that you've activated and actually shown that you don't have Mud Slap user, I think maybe Haunter comes back.
Well, Sand Attack will still do a fair amount of damage to a Haunter, like more than it should, and then it'll get to Night Slash really quickly. So, like, I'm still not comfortable using Haunter against the Sand Slash. Also, it's not Mud Slap, it's Mud Shot, which is significantly worse.
Worse now that it's got the debuff, and it's Decidueye right into Vespiquen. Now, here's the thing: Vespiquen does have the X Scissor, which is super effective, but that Spirit Shackle is the same amount of energy. So you've got to play a CAP mind game with your opponent, and this is where the new switch clock is going to be so big, because look at how much time has now been taking off this switch clock. You've gotten 2 charge move and or 2 fast moves and a charge move. Almost 12 seconds is off. This Sableye can now farm up, and Kaz can make a game plan, build up a shield, and maybe get Sableye to leave with energy.
Yeah, that Marowak can take a hit. That foul play, not even taking it into the yellow. I do like this matchup. This is a very nice neutral matchup, and it does...
Could you get it? Could you get
it? Ooh, does get to the foul play just in time, and Brown Baller is forced to shield, but that Marowak is going to come out with a whole bunch of energy now, and is going to be able to do a lot of damage with it.
Damage to what? This grass Pokemon? Fish!
I mean, it's got the
it's still gonna hurt.
Rock Tomb.
It does have the rock move, Rock Tomb. It also has Rock Slide. So that's
Rock
something,
Slide, yes.
That's something it should have. There it is, the Rock Slide. It is, if you don't like Dunsparce, if you don't like how Rollout is playing, and you like Mud Slap, this is a nice separate Mud Slap thing. Oh! Kaz with the catch! The tournament is fire tonight, folks!
Yeah, that Clefable isn't going to care about any X Scissor, and it's going to be able to get to a Swift before the Vespiquen can get to the Power Gem. You can see Brown Baller reaching for that X Scissor just to chip a little bit more before it went down, but not even that could happen. The Swift is going to take out the Queen Bee, and now out comes this bad boy. It's Golurk.
Golurk. This Pokemon got the Mud Slap update and the Shadow Punch update. So absolutely a monster. And it also has Dynamic Punch, Earth Power, Earthquake. I believe it has Shadow Ball too. Like, a lot of play with this Pokemon that you can have a great addition to your team. When Brown Baller responds with a catch of his own.
Wow, this has been some killer play. Some like great play going back
What?
on both sides. And then we have the simultaneous KO. We had both shields up on Kaz's side, I believe it was. So she couldn't throw any charge moves. Like it wouldn't have done anything, right? No, so he couldn't throw any charge moves. So he had to just rely on the farm down.
He had to rely on the farm down, or she would have gotten that turn move sneak in, and it would have KO'd. Great recognition from Brown and Kaz to get there. Tough matchup, but as we saw, Kaz got in with the magical leaf user, swapped it out with energy right on a catch, and it came back to come out swinging. So I'm really excited about how these battlers are matching out. Fish, you've got to play against one of them. Good luck, man. These two are playing against for keeps right now. It's only a practice tournament we're having here, showing the audience, which, by the way, be sure to hit like in the video so we know what you're liking out there, and give love to the channel. As Sableye into Ariados, Kaz just is not catching a break at all, my man.
I mean, this is a pretty neutral matchup. I mean, the power gem on the Sableye is going to do a fair amount of damage, significant amount of damage to the Ariados. However, Ariados is coming out with that lunge, which will make it a little bit more manageable. Maybe it'll even survive, but Ariados isn't the tankiest Pokemon in the toolshed.
No, Ariados is not. And here comes the first shield because she's so over farm, close to 100. I think she was one tap away. And she got the foul play bait off to get the shield. One more tap doesn't go through, and she was fast move denied, Fish.
I think that was back-to-back foul plays. Let's see if that...
No, she was not ready for it.
Yeah, so going back to that power gem, and now it's been debuffed a couple of times. However, Brown Baller still not taking the chance. Brown Baller's going to play this one out. Brown Baller can win this matchup. Has the shield in hand. No, sorry, it doesn't have the shield in. Kaz is up one shield, and Kaz is letting that one go. So opting to take the shield into the rest of the battle, and, you know, a lot of things win matchups that you wouldn't expect them to when they're a shield up.
We all saw how dangerous that G-Weezing was against a lot of the Pokemon on Fish's team. It is now showing itself here on a poison Pokemon that really doesn't have a poison move. So this G-Weezing can take this, build up tons of energy, and force that third Pokemon to show its face. And that's what she does. The Play Rough, we're going to see what the Play Rough fully does. Almost half the health of the Vespiquen, just 3 more Fairy Winds, and it's half health, so that's not bad. You can get about half health of the Vespiquen, and she's gonna throw the Power Gem. Ooh, is Weezing even caring? Weezing gets to it!
Survives, right? So that Play Rough is now going to finish the job on the Vespiquen, who does not have any shields to protect her this time, so that Vespiquen will go down. The Ariados is going to come out and get that Poison Sting down, which on Ariados is very, very handy. And now Ariados has the 2 shields. Just going for the lunge, not going all the way up to the Mega Horn, which would do a lot of damage. But, I mean, when you got the shield in hand, right, you probably don't want to risk them shielding it, and then you coming away empty-handed. So the lunge probably the better way to go. The leafage from the...
Oh, my goodness.
Damage there, but now with the Marowak, it is going to do a lot. And Brown Baller... doesn't have the shields to hide behind here. So let's see if this lunge has affected anything. Will the Marowak survive? It does barely, but Kaz still has that shield and can leafage the Marowak all the way back into the Pokeball. Kaz takes that one out.
Mate, not even Niantic can buff Frenzy Plant to save that Marowak enough. Niantic's debuffed everything so much, but it couldn't do it. That was a great matchup between both of you battlers. Decidueye really showing up. Mudslap doing wonders. How did you both feel? Baby! It was astonishing indeed.
Yeah, the astonished Decidueye, I looked at it like kind of in Sims very briefly, and I was like, you know what?
So who won game 2? Who's playing in the finals? It was a tie. I know.
It was a tie.
So who's going to play against? Are we playing the third another game then?
I won the first one and the third one. So
you won the. I thought Brown won the first one.
Nah.
Oh, okay.
You want me to show you the journal?
No, we've got it. We have it on stream. We've seen some interesting battles already. Yeah, amazing catches too, by the way. Amazing. Yeah, amazing catches, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Again, the double resistance of the Galarian Wheezing to bug type moves really came in handy there. I was like, because I'd only seen Lunge from the Ariados, so I was like, well, if this thing has cross poison, I might be a bit boned. But then you threw the Mega Horn, and I was like, that just tickles.
Yeah. So, how did you guys feel with the teams you made and the Pokemon you suggested?
Oh, I feel real good. I really like the Sableye as the safe switch still. Like it was, I mean, it was pretty neutral, like across the board to Brown's team in particular. So I kept it in the back as kind of my safe swap in the first 2 games. And that's why I chose to lead with it in the last. I was like, well, you know what? I think it'll do neutral damage to whatever is in the lead. And then saving my shield for the Decidueye and Galarian Wheezing in the back really proved advantageous.
Yeah, it's definitely shields. It's like I really wanted to play very alignment based, but then Vespiquen and Kanto Marowak felt very safe overall, even if with the Decidueye on there. Honestly, what's it called? Golurk everything felt very neutral for the most part.
I wanted to ask you, Brown, because you brought in Haunter. Do you think Haunter's gonna play?
It just got outpaced by Galarian Wheezing, which kind of made it.
Yo, that Brutal Swing did so much.
I thought it would do like a little bit less, and it did a lot. I'm like, oh.
Oh my gosh, yeah. No, the neutral coverage there, because I mean, again, the Haunter is resisting the fairy moves, so I mean, there's no point in those. So being able to get to that Brutal Swing really quickly was very advantageous for me.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like something with a ground move. Maybe it'll break some stuff that isn't a ground Pokemon. I don't know if that exists right now in this meta.
I mean, the double mud slappers that you had really worried me, because I mean, there's nothing on my team except for Decidueye that resists that damage. So so I think that's going to be a pretty viable strat for a lot of people.
Yeah, if there's no Decidueye, like actually everybody I think had a grass type except for me, I think. So I think a grass will be very advantageous in this beta. I mean, could we even see Parasect? Dare I say it?
No, but it
is it allowed?
I mean, I know
allowed.
It is allowed.
Oh my god, that's XL.
Parasect's not XL.
No, not the evolution.
Oh, not the evolution. Yes, I'm thinking Paras.
Yeah, no. The Parasect
Bring Paras into your tournament, I dare you.
The thing is, it's pretty glassy. It's gonna take a lot of damage from the flyers that are allowed, like Vespiquen. It's gonna take double super effective from any fire type. So like, man, the fire spin is just gonna delete it off the face of the planet.
That's fine. It's just less farm for the fire type, so it's okay.
No, it's definitely options out there to play with numerous amounts of Pokemon, but I think fire, with a lot of bugs popping up, fire might be shining real bright. But we have a final right now, FishOnAHeater versus HurricaneKaz. Are you two ready to get into this matchup? Brown, we ready to cast it?
I am.
Fish, we're already friends, so I'm going to send you the battle now.
Let's get in there then.
Ready to receive.
Ready to receive and battle.
And now I'm gonna mute y'all and
mute us.
See ya.
Ooh, bye.
Yeah.
Brown, these are some fun tournaments we're having right now.
They are. I am.
I actually think fire might have a valuable play here.
I was going to say the same thing before we lost Kaz and Fish. I'm like, that Mag Mortar is a lot better than what I think it is. Yeah, that Mag Mortar versus Clefable looks very positive. Mag Mortar versus Decidueye or Decadui looks very positive. The Magmortar versus Ariados looks very positive. Magmortar versus Galarian Wheezing looks very positive. The K-Slash is probably K-Slash Sableye have to come.
I'm back up and sending him a new request.
You were saying K-Slash?
And K-Slash and Sableye. I mean, I was very, very scared about that K-Slash when I put my Vespa Queen on there.
Okay.
Because that thing has access to Rock Tomb, and that would have killed me probably.
Yeah, I was really intrigued that it wasn't Mud Slap and instead it was Sand Attack, because that would have put some good slap down on not just your Haunter, but also your Golrook too.
I don't think it learns Mud Slaps. I could be incorrect. I know it learns...
Oh no, it was Mudshot. It's Mudshot. You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
Mudshot and Sand Attack are the same move now. Just Sand Attack is a one-turn move, which makes it a significantly better move. So
because you get those extra taps in.
Yeah.
We've learned from our coaching last season. If you get that extra attack move in, all the better.
Yeah. Well, not just that. It also has to do with the math for how damage is calculated, which means you typically will find one extra damage each time, which means you can do at one extra damage each turn. Adds up very fast. But getting back into this battle, this Mag Mortar is a problem. I think this Galarian Wheezing is also a problem for Fish's side.
Yeah.
It's going to be Mag Mortar versus Wheezing, I think, really.
Oh, that's not where you want Sableye to meet into. But, I mean, it doesn't have Charm, but still, it's got to get out of there immediately. And look at that. G-Weezy comes out, and it doesn't have Sludge.
Yep.
But here comes the Meteor Mash that's super effective against that Fairy.
Wait, is Fish not running Swift?
Fish is not running Swift. He's running Play Rough and Meteor Mash. Kaz, thinking that was a Swift, probably let that go and got super effective down to the deep red as a Play Rough gets shielded by Fish. But look at Fairy Wind's not doing anything. Maybe Kaz can get to another Play Rough? Almost. Unfortunately not. But does Fish know that? Does Fish want to shield this?
Yeah. So this Clefable's pretty healthy with a lot of energy. This is getting shielded.
Ooh, this is absolutely, and look at that. The Clefable playing real hard against both of Kaz's Pokemon. All three of Kaz's Pokemon. Just with the Meteor Mash alone. That Clefable is just putting the pressure down. Kaz is probably sitting there going, oh, he does have a Clefable.
Jeez.
Look at the damage. And here comes Sableye. Now, onto that Amoonguss. Amoonguss just has to put pressure down Brown. Like, all he needs to do is just throw some charge move and chip damage.
Yeah.
Doesn't even need to shield.
I mean, considering the Clefable got a 2-for-1 there, that just means it's a 2-for-1 now with Magmortar and Sableye. This is. Oh wow!
Sableye can do it. Come on, Goldie, you got it, girl.
I think Kaz is going to go to game number 2.
Well aware of how astonishing that tough move is, but she's not done yet, Brown. She said, no, the Queen Bee's going to throw this Swift, and you're going to take this Swifty hit all the way to the shield. And an Astonish goes through. Kaz really holding on to those shields, man.
I mean, the real question now, that brings up a very good point. I think Meteor Mash was pretty clear and obvious that it might be very useful in this meta.
They banned steel typing. Like, clearly steel typing is going to be a thing.
I mean, now that they're picking their teams, I'm looking up Pokemon on PvPoke that have access to steel moves right now in this meta. So let's see if we can't find something while we wait after his battles, because that steel typing became very obvious.
I really wanted Steelix to play, but Steelix can't because it's steel ground and steel's not.
Yeah. Or at least access to a steel move is the real question, because it may be Clefable.
Exactly. Yeah. The only thing that has the Meteor, which is so interesting, which is why I'm really intrigued about Lapras. Lapras is one of those, but like with Surf being what it is now, is it that good? And Clefable leads right into the Weezing. And this is a lot better for Kaz now, because now she can keep this and it's not already loaded up with energy. But here comes the first charge move. Obviously, it's the Meteor Mash. We'll see if she shields it for the first time. She will.
Yeah, that Ariada's had to play because that, okay, nice catch there by Fish. But it's on the bait, so really not that big of a trade-off for either side. I think you'll see Kaz build back up to that damage there, but these Fairy Winds are being resisted.
So here's a great play. I actually thought she would have just stayed in that, and that way she could just do with all that energy, take this Among Us down, let Wheezing go down, and then have the Clefable come back out on the Wheezing with the Ariados now, because she's got that Ariados. Yeah, but
see what the Ariados is matched up against potentially.
I see it. He's bringing that Magmortar. He's not. Now that Sableye is off the table with the power gem,
oh man!
Like, come on,
that Magmortar is a problem too.
Right. And this is where Kaz needed to win this. She needed to win the Switch, and this is why I chose Among Us as number 1, and this is why I said keep the G-Weezing in there and just start spamming that energy off. But it's not in there because look at that. There's so much problems with these two Clefable and Magmortar right now. This is so insane.
This is bad. This is Kaz is not.
She's not gonna be happy what she sees next.
You know, at least we have Trailblaze. Oh, sorry, Lunge. We have Lunge at least to those Fire Spits do less.
But what? So here's the thing. This is the beauty about Ariados too, is that it learns Shadow Sneak. So if you really want to sacrifice Lunge or Trailblaze and put Shadow Sneak on instead of that, I would suggest that, especially in this meta. There aren't darks out there, so you don't really need Lunge unless you want a debuff.
Well, Sosa, you bring up a very good point. So typically there is a reason to run Shadow Sneak. Typically you run Shadow Sneak in Frostlass metas. So like with typically Ghost dominant meta. So this is definitely a Ghost dominant meta. So the point you bring up there is definitely very applicable to this situation.
Did Magmortar just school everybody?
It did. That's what we just talked about before this, did we not? That Magmortar can be a problem.
It can be a problem, and I am here for it. Fire is finally showing up.
I mean,
oh my goodness.
I mean, I think we're gonna see Sandslash come here. I think Sandslash has to come.
Absolutely.
I think it's Sableye and Sandslash. You've got to bring both.
I think with this look right here.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
I think with this look right here, with this first play look, I don't think you're going to be grabbing your grass Pokemon as your Ghost. And I think you're absolutely going to need a Ghost Pokemon, whether it's Ghost whatever, but it's not going to be Ghost Grass because Magmortar is literally just closing out everything like a mother, and it is awful.
Okay.
Look,
Kaz is trying to bait out the...
Ain't gonna happen. Right. Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. This Among Us is so tanky, bro. Like, it's just gonna yawn. It's not even halfway done, and it's got a foul play ready to go. I do understand now that Fire Spin's not doing as much. Those rock throws took it out. I think Crustle comes and plays huge up in this next meta. The way Magmortar is playing here, even with the debuff, Magmortar still looks terrifying. But here she comes with the Night Slash, with the Sand Attack. It is debuffed once.
See, Magmortar's good, but Ground is also pretty dang good.
Right? I really like your Marowak play for sure.
Yeah, I liked Marowak a lot. It's going to be an RPS triangle of Grass-type Pokemon, Ground-type Pokemon, Magmortar. This is your RPS triangle. And it's how you can navigate it. The Ghosts were kind of supposed to, like, break that. But I think there's just a lot of stuff that can hit the Ghosts, which makes them...
Now, there's a Ghost Fire that we are not talking about in a Alolan Marowak right now, and we need to make sure that that isn't going to be the Magmortar core break, because Magmortar doesn't have anything against fighting or a Ghost Pokemon. So a Play Rough gets a final shield finally, as Kaz is trying so desperately to get a win here.
Magmortar has the Scorching Sands for Alolan Marowak.
But Marowak has the Bone Club and can get to that quicker.
Well, I
remember Bone Club got boosted too.
Sorry, did you say a Marowak or a Alolan Marowak?
Alolan Marowak.
Marowak
has Bone Club too.
Yeah. I was just saying that the Magmor has the Scorching Sands to hit it for super effective.
I understand, but I mean, you're gonna get the shield, but you can get the Bone Club before Scorching Sands, and so that Alolan Marowak could be just as oppressive. But as you see, Kaz has to farm this down. She does. She bakes energy, and back comes the Amoonguss.
Ooh.
Go for the Scorch Earth Power, girl. Oh, goodbye. Goodbye. With the grass not being super effective, and this is why I think Amoonguss and Cacturn are going to be the grass Pokemon of choice. I think these two are going to be huge because not only can they play against the specific typing, but they cover that ground
this may not be over. This may not be over.
How? This Pokemon is so he's going to take this. He should take this. This is going to put him in the red. He's fine. He's fine. Mate, Amoonguss is so tanky. Amoonguss is so tanky, and it's astonishing. Look at the switch timer, too. Don't forget, that switch timer is up. That switch timer is up. Is it ready? Is it ready? Can she make the catch? Can he make the catch? Oh, not going to make the catch. But an Astonish took it deep down.
Yeah, I mean, what is the best? I don't know. Is Player Off the best second move? Oh, wait, what were you saying, Sosa?
Oh, she did.
I'm sorry. What were you saying, Sosa?
I thought she was gonna make the catch.
I'm sorry. What were you saying, Sosa?
I thought he was gonna prep the. He was gonna make that catch.
I'm sorry, Sosa.
At least I managed one.
I'm sorry,
Sosa. What were you saying, Sosa? I'm sorry.
I was saying Magmortar's a monster. I think we're all saying Magmortar's a monster now.
A monster.
I believed Kaz. Asked Sosa if I believed. I said this is not over.
Hey,
Sosa said this is us.
We all believed in Kaz, but
I don't know if you had my mic on at the time. Like I was saying at the end of this battle, like, nah, I'm done here. Like,
I thought
as soon as her G Weezing came out against my Clefable, both of us had shields up. I'm like, nah, that's it. This is Kaz.
I think the energy advantage I got more than anything was it. It wasn't even the shields because the Clefable actually does outpace. To the more necessary. But I had an energy advantage. So that's what gave me that win. Figured it out. Yo, you guys really, I really
showed
didn't have
us
anything for that Magmortar. Jeez.
No, and you really showed an exploitation that we were talking about in that your grass can't come from ghosts. You really need to have a ghost in this meta to soak up because not a lot of stuff is gonna like that fire Pokemon if it comes out. And if you have Decidueye and Ariados and Clefable, and they've got Clefable Magmortar, you're like,
I was really actually surprised at how well the Ariados managed to do against the Magmortar. The lunge did more than I thought it would, and the poison jabs do start to add up. I mean, it's a glassy Pokemon, and that's not a winning matchup. But it's just something to note.
Yeah.
I was actually
surprised.
surprised.
He threw a shield to me in game 1.
Yeah, because I got to 2 lunges, and that actually would have KO'd with the poison sting damage in addition to. Which was really interesting. And that's why I had to bring it. I was like, well, my only option is to finally bring Alolan, or not the Alolan, the Cantonian Sandslash out. I was like, I gotta.
I mean, with just how strong Magmortar looks, I mean, the Jellymeister looks like it definitely has a lot of play right now in this. Just how strong that thing was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
there's just so much dark damage running around though.
Just don't get the Jellymeister on Dark or the Ghost type, and you're good.
Okay, let me write that down.
Wait. Jelly's weak to Dark type? Is that what we're? Oh my God.
Yeah. Just don't put it on. Just don't get it in bad matchups. You're good.
Okay, this is key success in their first meta, folks. Right here, big professional key tip. Don't marry your ghost water Pokemon with the dark types. You're good.
Exactly. Just don't do it. You're good.
But I also do think that because I will be honest, the last time that I have used the Galarian Weezing or the Clefable was in Ultra League.
Yeah.
So I had a sort of misproportionate sense of what a meteor mash would do.
Yeah.
Oh, that did a lot.
That did a lot.
When you let through
That
meteor mash, I was like, wait, did she forget?
Yeah,
because I mentioned it as well.
I did. No. I didn't forget. I just thought
Yeah,
it would
right.
do less. But
Right.
it's also helpful to note in that matchup that since the Galarian Wheezing is resisting the fairy winds from the Clefable, even though the meteor mash does a lot, like it still gives me a chance to get some energy and at least force a shield back. It's just worth noting.
And I don't know if I should put Sludge Bomb on Amoonguss, because that made that matchup against Wheezing very hard.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta put, and I was thinking maybe even Sludge on G Wheezing. Because it does learn
Sludge.
Sludge.
Is such a bad
I know
move.
it's such a bad move. I know it's such a bad move, but think about it. The pressure you would have put on that shield on top of everything against Clefable, because now you're playing G Wheezing as a fairy, and you're against a fairy who can beat other fairies. There is no other fairy out there. We were talking about what other thing has steel type move.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking right now. So
that's what Clefable is. Clefable's gonna put that steel move down, and if we're seeing a big shift with ground and only Clefable or G Wheezing, people are gonna be leaning to that Clefable more. So maybe Sludge. Yes, it's a terrible move. I'm not disagreeing with you, but it just like Leaf Tornado helped out what's his name in that one tournament with Superior instead of having Frenzy Plant. He got to the charge move to throw the energy and get the win instead of getting to the 45. You know what I'm saying? So Sludge could play.
I'd be interested to see how Sludge performs against some of like the dark types and the bug types, because it's a bad move. So like, I just don't know if it's worth it to not have the the nuke-like option of the play rough.
Completely.
Well, typing does well against bugs.
Brutal swing. Like you absolutely need
you absolutely no. Everybody's saying brutal swing's the must. And then this is another thing that we love. I love about that and this is why I love having all three of you on, because we all have different play styles. I would say Sludge or Overheat. So you're saying play rough for the nuke. Granted, we all understand the coverage of brutal swing, but we're playing our own style and bringing in our own teams for it, and that is the beauty of Grassroots. If you take anything away from this season 2 and what we're doing here tonight, is that you can really play with the same Pokemon and still have a completely different play style of team. Amoonguss without Sludge Bomb, Amoonguss with Sludge Bomb, so many different styles. It's so amazing to see battlers come out and play here tonight.
So one thing, do some fact checking. So there's only a few Pokemon with steel moves in this meta. Clefable is one. There are 0 ghosts.
Okay.
What's the third typing?
Ground or bug?
Of the ground. I forget which one there was, but there's one that had Gyro Ball. I can't remember which one it was.
It's probably Sandslash, honestly.
Sandslash.
Yeah,
yes.
so.
Yes, it does.
I can't remember. But as the poison types, there is no bug types are 2. Sorry, I meant bug. Other bugs, there's 2. You have Scoliope of Gyro Ball, and then you have what I'm going to be bringing to a tournament soon, Ninjask with Metal Claw.
Metal Claw, which is good now.
That's the benefit of Ninjask. I see.
Okay.
I see what they're doing.
So wait. Scolipede knows Gyro Ball? Because I've got myself a Scolipede ready to go.
It does, yeah. I'm going to just run a bunch of steel moves and see how many I can land on in our tournament, because I want to be fun.
For the record, if you have been able to get the regional Pokemon of Klefki, that is a Steel Fairy type.
Which is
banned. Steel is banned. That's why you can't have Fire Fang, Mawile, Shadow Fire Fang, Mawile. Because I was looking at that, I was like, oh man, Fire Fang would have been great. But yeah, this meta is so interesting. It's so amazing to see that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, to get any sort of edge against the grass, against the fairy, to have Sludge or a poison type move like Cross Poison. None of you had Cross Poison on Ariados, which I've played against and just spam and spam and spam. And it's like, yo, stop it. Stop. No, stop it. Stop it.
Well, Also, I just realized the thing as well. Donphan has it as well with Heavy Slam. You have Nidoking with.
Is Donphan normal though? Is it just ground?
No, it's
No.
pure ground.
It's pure ground. Cool.
You have
and it has Mud Slap too.
Nidoking with Iron Tail.
Who's got
you
the
have
Nidoking?
Onyx with Heavy Slam and Iron Head.
Oh my God.
And then I found the Core Breaker. I'm pretty sure it's legal. Actually, I bet it's bad, but I don't care.
What is it? What is it?
Clay Doll with access to Gyro Ball.
Oh, God.
Gyro Ball,
we're
Ice
done with
Beam,
Psychic
Clay
Cup.
Doll.
Done with it.
Yes! Yes!
Let's go!
Warrior JMac in chat suggesting Garvantula.
I think that it just is a little less than other bugs because of its electric typing. It's so weak
Shuckle.
to all the grounds.
Yeah.
Do not bring Shuckle.
Oh my god, I can bring Shuckle!
Do not.
Oh, does Shuckle bring a terrible chord for you, Bird Flyer?
I swear to God.
And there's a whole bunch in this meta that resists bug, which means you're kind of restricted to discharge, and that I think does make Garvantula a reasonable amount worse.
Yeah.
Well, not just that, you have ground types that resist electric.
And they're going to throw rock moves too.
But I don't think there's too many ground types running around. Kaz did bring a Sand Slash, which is one, and then there's a Runarigus, which is double resisting electric and single resisting bug. So that's going to be a bad one.
Those mud slappers that Brown brought, I was, pretty upset by that because nothing else, like my team actually resisted that damage except for one Pokemon. So,
maybe you get yourself a Clay Doll then. Just start playing with Clay Doll, Kaz.
Listen, I have a Clay Doll.
It's a
I've
flying
been using
bird.
Clay Doll. It looks like an owl.
It looks like an owl, right? It's like a flying bird.
I can see that, yeah.
The mystical, universal.
They've given
owl.
it everything, and it's like everything. It's almost as loaded up on movesets as
And you know
Mew
what else
is.
it has? Mud Slap.
Mud Slap, yeah. Shadow Ball, Ice Beam, Grass Knot. It's insane.
Oh, I found another user.
But we're gonna wrap it up. There's actually something we want to talk about on the meta. So before we do, I want to just give a touch base because Devon wanted us to get this out there. It's the roadmap through season 2, and I'm glad we got this graphic up for you, the audience member, because they've invited some incredible action happening throughout the season this year. They are doing international mega tournaments. So every second month, they're going to have an international mega tournament for a specific region for that month. So as you see in November, you're going to have the Latinum. In February, you're going to have the EME. In April, you'll have APAC, and in June, you'll have NA. And then in July, we get Worlds. So it's another 8-month battles or badges of fun, metas of fun to battle it out. There it is. And one big tournament ending in July 2025. This is their road. I'm excited they're bringing out these megas. This is going to be huge.
Yeah, it's exciting that they're finding a way to kind of give each region its own little spotlight, not only like for players to kind of just participate within their region with other players, but also so other people can kind of like get a way to view people in other regions. Because I think that that's like one of the challenges that I see a lot with the Play Pokemon circuit is that like we have so much coverage of NA and EU, we rarely get to see the other regions featured. So the fact that Devon has picked up on that as well and is giving us a way to kind of like see these featured players, these top trainers from other regions, is really, really cool, honestly.
We're here to give everybody their meta guides as we're kicking off October with our brand new Crypt meta. So Devon giving us the roadmap, telling us it's going to be 8 months of pure battling pleasure. We're wrapping up now. Brown Baller, with your final thoughts here. Actually, let's start with you, Miss Kaz. Let's get with you. We'll end with Brown Baller and myself. Your final thoughts on the Crypt meta in season 2 of Devon.
Well, these are like the meta was just released a couple days ago, so just kind of looking at it and then getting my first chance to practice with it today. The meta seems really diverse. I'm excited to see a lot of Pokemon that have not yet really been featured, even in limited metas, like the Magmortar. have a chance to shine. I always love sort of spooky themes around this time of year, and I think that this brings out all the ghosts, which is also just a really fun theme to thematically go fit in this time of year for us in the Northern Hemisphere. Sorry, Fish.
That's fine.
But,
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, but I'm look forward to seeing your guys' notes as well.
Fish?
Yeah, I like you saw how much use I got out of Magmortar, so I'm a fan of that one. Definitely got a lot of use out of Clefable in the second matchup, so I'm liking that. This was a good opportunity to learn a little bit more about what works in what contexts. So I'm glad to have that extra information. If you watching at home got some of that information too, then you've already got a leg up on the competition. So good luck to you for your month.
Brown, we've seen numerous amounts of metas over the season 1. How are you feeling about this meta compared to the other ones?
Man, they're all my children. I can't pick a favorite. I feel like this is fun. This one's really good. I like this one a lot. There is so much to pick from. The only thing I ask is, Devon, please put Ninjask in every single meta, no matter what. Please put it in every meta. Please just make it every single meta so I can run Ninjask to what's it called? The world champion number 2 with Ninjask, my team. Please, Devon. Please. This is the one thing I ask. I just built a Ninjask and I'm just gonna run it in every tournament. I don't care. I'm going to do it as long as you make it eligible. Please make it eligible. Please, I'm asking you. This is the one time.
Thank you for your final thoughts on the Crypt meta.
Yes, I am running I am running Ninjask.
The only thing I care about is Ninjask.
All I care about is Ninjask. Please. You sound like a drug. Hey, Devon, here's what I need you to do. I need you to Ninjask that. Can you Ninjask that?
This is an awesome meta. I love this meta already. I'm going to run Ninjask every single tournament I play. If I'm free, please ping me. Say, hey, do this tournament so I can run Ninjask. I'm going to do this the entire month and be like, the Ninjask guy. You know what else is eligible? Shedinja. But that's bad.
Yeah, it's not good.
Excellent. Well, thank you for your final thoughts, you guys and girls. It was wonderful to have all you trainers here giving us this amazing analysis and having fun and breaking in our new meta for season 2. For me, the final thought is it's a Halloween meta right on October. I'm all about it. The ghosts seem to be playing that neutral play. It seems like they'll be filling in the spot of normal typings when it comes down to soaking up energy and being your tanks with that Dusk Noir, with that Dusk Clops. There are other ghost Pokemon out there that are tinky as well that you can soak up. Decidueye. There you go. But I absolutely, oh my god, when you let loose on it, when it didn't have to worry about Magmortar, my goodness. But yes, it's definitely a fun meta. Again, we kicking us off with your style of picking and having fun. As you can see, all of us are getting giddy on finding new Pokemon to play with. Even though our first looks give us some of the best Pokemon to look at, we sit there like, well, wait a minute. Now I could probably play with something a little funner. So it's wonderful to get the first look out and then from there go on. And this meta gives that to us, the battlers. So I'm really excited about the Crypt. Thank you, Brown Baller, FishOnAHeater, and HurricaneKaz for joining me tonight and being a part of the Pokeball Network's Meta Spotlight of the Crypt Cup. You can find all these wonderful, amazing people. HurricaneKaz over on her Twitter channel, right? Just Twitter right now? Or
yeah,
X?
Just
X.
Twitter right now. No, I refuse.
No, I don't blame you.
And you can find me at the HurricaneKaz if you want to see what I'm up to over there.
And aren't you doing amazing things over as on another show for Amazing Battlers?
Yes, I'm also featured co-host on the Battle Cats podcast with Caleb Peng, T. Wastel, and Steve, PvP nice. Steve. So you can find us over there chatting about in-game events, the Play Pokemon circuit, the competitive metas going on at the moment, and with a lot of fun battles. bets currently going on. You can learn more about our podcast at Battle Cats Pod, and that's cats with a Z.
Excellent. That's where we can find you killing it, growing up and getting a bunch of stuff out there. Fish on a Heater. You actually host tournaments for people, do you not?
Yes, that's right. I just want to quickly mention that I find it hilarious that Sosa had to remind you of the podcast because he has to do that for me every single time.
You guys have incredible podcasts, and it's specifically battling. Like, if there's anything out there I care about, it's just battling podcasts, and yet none of you are like, yeah, you just find me on Twitter. Bye. It's like, well, wait a minute.
Listen,
you're like, and the podcast, like, yes.
If you follow me on Twitter, you'll see me repost links to it all the time. So I mean.
Yes,
I've been getting better at that lately. Like, GoCast Chris had to be like, you could promote it a little more. I'm like, yeah, I could do that, shouldn't I? So yeah, we do host these tournaments in the Pallettown PvP Discord server. Probably the best way to find me is FishOnAHeater _ on Twitter, and there'll be links to everything that I do. No, so. There's a link to the Discord server. There we go. In my bio. That's it. So click on that link.
We get there eventually.
We get there eventually. You have to find the troll and tip him.
Answer questions 3. You know.
On a full moon. Only on a full moon. But yes, we do practice tournaments for Play Pokemon as well. We have the monthly Devon Cups. We're right in the middle of our Ultra League draft competition, which is just always so much fun. So yeah, join us there.
Awesome. And Brown Baller, you're here on Poke Battle Network as an analysis every month for it. Where else can people find you?
The best place that people can find me is they can just text my cell phone number. That my cell phone number is just kidding. No, they can find me over on Twitch. At
Pokemon dating app? Did this become a Pokemon dating channel? What happened? Battling, sir. Battling.
No, they can find me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/brownballer10. And then they can watch me do my shenanigans. I don't have a podcast, but I can talk a lot.
Yes, you can.
About anything that's said that's not the topic.
Ninjask podcast now.
But yeah, I'm going to do my DVL sets pretty much every day, unless I'm kind of tired. But then every better rotation will be over here, breaking down the meta. And I'd really like to try and do more, I guess, I call them pre-release tournaments. I think the plan is on this Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over in the Flash for Everyone server. If you're not in that server, there should be a link in this video description down below. We'll be having a tournament on the Crypt meta. I'm going to be streaming it. Sos is going to be streaming it. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully everybody else can join. It's going to be unranked, so bring your fun, break them cores, and, try and figure out.
He's saying is Ninjask required on all teams.
It is required.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a premium slot now. They've this just in. Devin told me.
We are just about to start in Pallettown our Ninjask Cup, where you can only have 6 Ninjask.
Oh, good thing I have 6 of them already built. Let's go.
All with different movesets.
Excellent. Well, that is where you can find these amazing casters. And I'm Sosaflo here at Poke Battle Network, where we're providing all of the meta core spotlights. We'll be doing the tournaments like Brown Baller says. On top of, we'll have videos with tournament runs where we'll follow maybe our world champion Ryblet and see how he does in this October, and also all the other metas, tournament battles that we do and shoutcast throughout the month. Very excited about season 2 of Devon, so be out there and check out Devon.GG. Be sure to hit like on this video so that the algorithm knows to send it out, so that battlers are aware on where the content is for these DevonCorp metas. That's gonna wrap it up for us here at the Poke Battle Network. Thank you all for watching, and like always, keep on battling.